Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to be doing my payday routine. I recently got paid, so it is time to organize all of my account balances so that I'm going into the new pay period organized, refreshed, and ready to go. You'll see I'm getting my vibe right. I'm finding some tunes to rock out to. I got my candle going in the back with my favorite scent. Y'all, I know when you're doing a deep dive into your finances, it can be really easy to get distracted because it's kind of boring. So just make sure that you are setting up your environment, kind of romanticize it a little bit just to make it a lot more entertaining. Now, first step for me is to write down all of my bank account balances. I budget with about 6 different bank accounts, okay? But I only use 3 frequently, and that's my gas and groceries account, the account that holds my personal funds and household, like toiletries, as well as my bills account. The bills account runs on its own, but it's still good to check in on the balance just to make sure that it's reflecting as it should. And I like to handwrite this. I'm a pen and paper type of gal when it comes to organizing the balances, but I budget and track my expenses in a spreadsheet. Now, obviously, to get my account balances, I have to log into each account. Good thing is that 2 of the accounts are under the same login because I use the same bank, but I'm also a credit card user. So I fluctuate between American Express and my Discover card because I want them cash back rewards, okay, free money. But I have to make sure that I don't have any balance that I'm carrying under both. Otherwise, that has to be taken care of also. So once I have all of my bank account balances written down, I will then go into my budget spreadsheet. So I created this spreadsheet. It has different tabs. It keeps track of my expenses and due dates. I have a spending tracker, and you'll see that I'm under the March budget. And this is to verify the amounts that I need to be budgeting per paycheck. I use the half payment method, which is when you just evenly divide the total amount of your expenses amongst both paychecks. And so if I have something for $800, I'm going to take $400 out of one check and $400 out of the other check. And then you'll see here I'm going through checking my expenses to see what will be coming out of my bills account. Now I'm just going back to my good old piece of paper and I'm writing down the budgeted amounts that I'm going to have for this upcoming pay period. And I often just do this for my variable expenses. I don't do this for my bills since, once again, my bills account runs on its own, but I am going to do it for gas, for groceries, and for my personal funds. And I left personal blank right now because I need to see if I need to adjust it depending on how I spent last pay period. Now, next up is to verify if I have extra money in my account or not. And I do this by taking my account balance and subtracting out what I need from that balance for this new pay period. So you'll see here, like if I start with $812, but I'm needing $360 for my budgeted amounts, then I will subtract that amount and see what the difference is. And if I am having too much money in the account, then I will need to figure out where that extra money should go or where that extra money came from. Now, I do have to do this a lot more often now due to my extra income sources increasing. But you can see I decided to add $20 extra to groceries, $10 extra to gas from the extra money. It's all just a learning process and you'll get better as you go.
All right, so I've got my account balances all figured out as far as how much extra I have in each account. The balances that I had on my credit cards have been paid from the correct accounts, but I want to just show you guys my spending tracker. So I cleared it out from last pay period, made my adjustments to my budgeted amounts that I needed to based on the feedback that the last pay period spending tracker was giving me. Hopefully it stays focused. But I have plugged in all of my expenses. I just track my personal funds, my groceries, and my gas, as well as household, all of those variable expenses that kind of fluctuate. And so once I put in how much I have spent from these categories so far, and I'm just using my cards now, it tells me how much I have remaining based off of what I have spent in my spending tracker. And then I can see here spending by category. And so far I have just spent groceries and personal, so it just has those two categories here. But what's really cool is that based on the categories, let's say that maybe I want this to be personal again, it will pull from groceries and add it to personal, and you'll see I have $80.72 here, but I don't want to do that. I have it being taken out of groceries since I saw that it's dinner last night, and so it will give me that money back in my personal funds and take it back from groceries.
All right, so last thing I will do is check my investment accounts as well as my sinking funds. I have automatic contributions sent over to my Roth IRA, my kids' custodial accounts, my daughter's 529 plan, as well as my sinking funds, more specifically my car sinking fund for maintenance and repairs. So I will check in on that, make sure that I am on track, everything's looking good, I'm keeping up with my goals. So be sure to look out for the next video, because I am doing a goals check-in. I have not done one in months, so I am coming back. I'm doing my goals check-in just so you can check in with me on your goals and just, I guess, kind of get some motivation from these videos just to keep you going. But I hope that this was helpful to you all, and I will catch you all in the next video.